Yeah, welcome to Hack the Lib, and sort of gonna tell you guys what today is all about and give you some information to get started. So, what is Hack the Lib? Hack the Lib is actually HackSTL, just evolved. So last year we ran a hackathon called HackSTL. It was in person. STL stands for Schaumburg Township Library, and we had a great turnout. We had a lot of projects submitted, and a lot of really actually cool judges from the industry that came and gave great feedback. So yeah, if you're from the area, I think you recognize HackSTL. And if you do, please come out next year to hopefully, fingers crossed, an in-person hackathon that's going to be even bigger. But to move on, what are hackathons about anyways, right? For some of you, this might be your first hackathon. For some of you, you guys are experienced. And sometimes you still don't know what you're doing at a hackathon. I feel like some people just go and they're like, oh, just learn. And from HackerWorks, uh, HackerWorks says that hackathons are about innovation, community creation, and developer engagement. Those are big fancy words that I really don't want to explain. So we sort of broke it down into learn, create, and compete. It's a very simple theme. You learn from yourself, from other people, or from workshops, right? Like, I feel like the main goal here is for you to come out with more than you went in with. So you learn from all the resources that you have, some that we provide you, some that you find on your own. You create, so you apply your skills and you make something that solves a problem or is a game, right? You provide some sort of entertainment, or maybe you make something like, I don't know, TikTok or Facebook that allows people to create something for themselves. And the competition part of this is actually really cool too, because it's where you can test your abilities, right? It's where you can work under pressure. When there are a lot of big projects in the real world, they take months and years, and sometimes they like spiral off and turn into something new. But when you have just like 3 days, right? I mean, traditional hackathons are what, like 24, 48 hours. When you have less time, you're forced to make a viable, functional product. And that's what this is all about. And this summer, we want to offer you as many resources as we can to help you learn more about CS and the industry it's applied in. So I'm going to tell you a little bit more about that now. We've partnered with industry professionals and people with a keen eye for code to provide you with information and their wisdom and insight through talks, Ask Me Anythings, where you can ask a senior director of engineering about the industry and how he got to where he is today, and workshops from us, workshops from other people, workshops from Twilio and companies like that. Workshops were released throughout the hackathon. I don't think we have any live workshops. As of yesterday, we did, and the person unfortunately could not make it. So I would say some would be done live. I'm not sure if that'll still be happening, but they will all be either recorded or text, and they will be released throughout the 7th to the 10th. So keep an eye on the website and read the description carefully. Speaking of, if you cannot find the Discord server or anything like that, it should be on the website. If it's still, I don't know, if it's saying invalid or something, we'll figure it out. You can email us at team@hackthelib.com, and we'll try to support you as much as you can. But if you have any other questions or anything like that, the Discord server is basically where everything will happen. It's a place where people can hang out, get to know each other, pitch ideas, team up if you don't have a team already. So we really want you guys to use this event to make connections. And whether it's Joe or Rian or whoever it is, anyone can tell you that connections are sometimes the most important part of getting a job, making new friends, getting teammates. It's if you have connections, you can go very, very far in the world without knowing much at all. You just have to know people. So please, when you introduce yourself, tell people what you're about, what you like to do, where you're from, and you might end up making some like lifelong friends. You might end up making some job opportunities in the future. So some simple rules is to learn lots, have a good time, and make cool stuff. This is a very lighthearted event. Although it is a competition, it's definitely not, something crazy. It's not some MLH hackathon, and competition is not the focus. It's more about learning and creating. Competition is to give you a sort of constraint to make something very quickly. Number 2 is just respect other people and their ideas. Don't mess around. There's no reason to do that. And by this, I mean in the Discord as well as internally. Please make sure that when you are on a team with people, you're respecting people's ideas and you're sort of conducting in an orderly fashion. 3, be responsible, keep yourself updated. I cannot stress this enough. Discord and website. If you can't get on the Discord, most of the updates and stuff will be on the website. If you can, we really encourage you to get on the Discord. And make sure you keep yourself updated with anything and read the website thoroughly. It has most, if not all, the information that you could want. It's either implied or explicitly stated. So please, please, please check those out. Number 4, very important. You have to be 12 to 19 to submit projects. This is a high school hackathon. So like I said before, everyone is encouraged to participate, come to the workshops, make something cool, leave here with a summer project, a resume booster, a portfolio project. But if you're not 12 to 19, you cannot enter for prizes. Number 5 is teams of 4 max. If you need more for some reason, please ask us. We'll talk to you about it. If there's any special cases, you can let us know. And the last thing is hackathon started today at 12 p.m. CST, which was a few minutes ago, and it ends on the 12th at the same time. So the 12th at noon exactly at 12 p.m. CST. Make sure you submit on time, please. Okay, sorry, I'm getting people are raising hands. So I just want to see. All right. For all you guys raising hands, if you can go ahead and type whatever, if you have a question in the chat. Okay, so I'm seeing some confusion about, I don't have a GitHub username and what projects are we doing. So you can make anything that you want. Some hackathons have a sort of theme to them, whether it be AI, whether it be, there's been a lot of COVID hackathons recently. One of our participants, Labby Jane, ran one, and she's actually doing some really cool stuff outside of that too. So go check her out. But you can make anything you want. If it's something like a game or a small project, make sure that you apply to like a beginner category. Arujse, can you give us ideas? Yeah, so I'm not sure about exact ideas. There's a lot of stuff out there, but what I would encourage is learn something new and make a project using that. So for example, if you don't know Python, go ahead and come to one of our workshops or learn Python or learn machine learning or AI or something like that, and make the project with something that you learned, something new that you learned today. So let's see, Aditya, you said you saw something about teams. Will you be helping us make teams? So yeah, I mean, we'll sort of be facilitating a team making process. We have a channel in the Discord where you can team up. And if you have any ideas, or if you have any sort of like specific thing you want to do, you can put that in the team channel. People can find you on Discord, and then you guys can team up. If not, you guys can also just say like, hey, I'm looking for a team. This is who I am. This is where I'm from. This is what I'm interested in. And then you guys can find someone to team up with. So that's how teaming up works. Again, this is why the Discord server is very important. So yeah. And for the people asking for a GitHub account, if you don't know version control, we do have a workshop for that. So if you don't know how GitHub works, if you don't know how to use it, we will have a workshop. If you read through that, then you'll get an idea of how to set up a basic GitHub repo, how to upload to it, and how to submit. If you don't, then we do have a Discord with a help desk. So that's something that you can definitely attend. So where we find all the workshops. So the workshops will all be on the website, and they will be opening up as we go through the day and or the entire hackathon. So you can all find them on hackthelib.com. All right, so before I answer some more questions, okay, so oh, it says, what happens if we made a team with 5 people already, since the first set of rules said we could have 5? Yeah, that's our bad. If you made a team with 5 people, that's completely fine. I know before we said 5, so you guys can just let us know if you made a team with 5 people, and we'll adjust. Someone asked, can we make, I'm sorry, what did you say?
More projects.
Oh yeah, two or more projects, a team and individual. Yeah, I guess if you wanted to, you could definitely do that, and you can apply separate. You can submit two separate projects. It's no problem with us. I mean, that's definitely going to be on you and how you manage your time um, in creating these projects. So someone said, "Can we quit if we want?" Yeah, I mean, like you're not bound to anything, but this isn't like a rigorous exercise. You don't have to do anything. Like when you submit, you're not really losing out on anything. If you create something, if you literally create like a calculator using like React and Flask and you put it online for everyone to use, that's still really cool, and you're still learning something. And I would really encourage that you submit regardless. So, um, so I'm just going to go through a bit of the people who made this possible. If you guys know these companies, that's really cool. If you don't, I would really encourage that you look them up and you just see who they are, because they are the people who are providing you. For example, Linode is providing you merch. Balsamic is giving you credit for their software. Sprout Social is providing us with judges. Twilio is running a workshop. 18 Tech is a company who will help the winners, so the best overall, patent and go ahead with their ideas. So 18 Tech will sort of put you on the path to going beyond the hackathon even after you finish your project. And something I want to talk about especially is Rally. And Rally is sort of a international hackathon. It's called, the website is Rally to Us, or rally2.us. And if you guys are interested in sort of this experience, but on a massive scale, you don't have to know how to code. You don't have to be an expert. Rally is really about having you guys meet, learn, and then compete. So the first entire session will just be focused on you guys meeting new people. The second will be focused on learning new things, and then the third will be applying those things that you learned. So you don't have to have any prior knowledge. When I say international, it's like, oh, it's crazy, and it's like gonna be a global hackathon, and it's not as intimidating as it sounds. So I would really, really, really encourage you guys to check out Rally. Go ahead and sign up for the email list, and they'll send you emails. Again, this is not anything binding, but it is something really cool that you can do. All right. So before I go into questions, I do have suggestions and reminders. This is the very first hackathon of its kind with the library and online, and the first time we're doing this. So please bear with us. Again, this online thing is not something that we've done. We're way used to in-person hackathons. Number two is ask for help, mentorship, and guidance. We have this is literally what this hackathon is about. We want to provide you guys resources. If you're a beginner, if you're a high school student, that's just freshman and a sophomore, we want to give you a taste of what the CS industry is like and sort of the different fields and what you can do with CS. If you're about to go into college, we want to help you get a project on your portfolio. For me, all I've heard is that in the industry, your experience is great, your grades are great, those should be something that you have. But if you have projects, if you have practical experience, that's really what matters, because that's how people can see that you know what to do given a certain set of tools and a certain set of time, right? And that's really what a CS job is. So please, please, please ask us for help, mentorship, and guidance. We're trying to provide as many resources for you as possible, and we just want to help you do the best that you can. So another thing is Discord is the best way to communicate with everyone. Get on Discord, get notifications on. Discord notifications are really whack. I'm telling you right now, even when when we're on Discord, sometimes it doesn't give me notifications. So please, please, please check that they're on. Judging will be happening on the 11th and 12th. Results will be announced on the 13th by the end of the day. So we'll get those to you through website, personal email. Don't worry about that. Just letting you know when it's going to happen. And make sure you follow all the submission guidelines on Devpost. So I recommend that you make an account if you haven't already, and you check out Devpost before you submit. So you check it out today so you know what you need to do. Some things that you need to have are a GitHub repo with all of your source code inside, a README or a text file with instructions, the category that you're applying for, a greeting note for the judges, and you also need to have a video. So you guys can use Zoom. You guys can use any other screen recording software or anything like that. And we need your team to sort of present and talk through your application, your project, whatever it is. And this has to be 3 to 5 minutes long. So you'll find all that on Devpost. Please make sure you check out these guidelines early so you're not like, you know, at the very end, like it's the 10th and it's 11 o'clock, and you're like, oh, I had to make a video. You know, we don't want to have that happen for you guys. So, all right. Now I'll be going through any questions and I'll just sort of be answering you whatever you have. All right, so someone asked, sorry, I'm doing Q&A first, then I'll look in the chat. If we're using a web server provider, such as Heroku for our Flask backend, if we're using a front end or front end, how we submit it. Okay, so if you're using a front end and a backend, most likely you can put it live. So if you're using Heroku and if you're using Android Studio and stuff like that, submit, or if you're using React, you can put it live. If you're using Android Studio, you can just give us a source code, and then in your video, you would show us like, you know, a demo of your app working. You don't have to go through code in the video. You would just go through the project, and then we would have other people, you know, like look at the code separately. All right, saw something about Teams. I think we're good there. I think I answered the teams. Someone asked, how do you pick the winner? So there are 5 categories. Those categories can be found on hackthelib.com, and you will you will enter into those categories. There's like best design, there's best original, best scalability, best overall. Obviously, whatever category you enter into, you'll sort of be like considered for best overall. I'm not sure you can like enter into best overall. Hassan said, can we do something Fuse related? Yeah, so Fuse is something, something I did in middle school. Yeah, so Fuse, STEM, it's all the same thing. If you, by Fuse, you mean like, can you do hardware stuff? Absolutely. If you have like the hardware to build at home, if you have like a team of 2 and you're doing the hardware and your friend is doing the software, awesome. Take a video of it on your phone and use that to submit. So you can do that. If there's like Fuse workshops, stuff like that you want to do, you know, you can do it. Urud said, can I pick someone below 12 years old as my partner? We recommend you do, I mean, if you want their help, sure, but I guess they can't really sign up and submit. So it's a very unique situation, but I guess you still can. I would just be weird. So let's see. Can we pick or will you pick? Oh, Norris, are you talking about the category? The category, I think you will pick. So you can enter for a certain category, and oh, teammates. Oh, no. You'll pick teammates. We will just yeah. So like Ryan said, if you don't have a team, you can look for other teammates who want to team up in Discord. What you guys want to do is go into the teammate channel, go into the idea pitch channel, and pitch your ideas, or pitch like, hey, I'm this is me, this is all the stuff I know, I want to join a team, and then you guys can form. Hey, Rhythma is asking if we can send the link again. The link is on the website, so since I just don't want to spam the chat, you can find the link on hackthelib.com. Noise is asking, can we work alone? Absolutely, you can work alone or up to a team of 4 people. And yeah, that's up to you. Do we have to do anything about Devpost except making an account? No, so Devpost, you have to make an account and then that's where you submit. So I encourage that you check out Devpost and you see what the submission guidelines are, like I said, and that's where you'll submit by the end of the thing. Can adults be involved? Yeah, I mean, if you're receiving help, receiving help from like your parents or some people that you know or something, it's absolutely fine. Just you know, it's sort of on you to make sure that they don't do your entire project. But yeah, everything, yeah. So they're not eligible for prizes, and just make sure that this is a learning experience for you. Obviously, if you need any help, when we go on like Stack Overflow and GitHub to look at stuff, you know, we're using adults anyways, I guess. So. Sanat asked, is game development also an eligible category of the project? Yeah, you guys can make games for sure. This is a very valid category. Yaritza asked, is it true that you can only enter in one category? if you would like to be considered for multiple, you can enter. I think a lot of the categories themselves are very like distinct. So if you enter in like best game, best design isn't really, best design is more of like UI, where best game is more of like, you know, like it's like an actual game that you're making. So you can, if you really think that your project applies for both things, you can. Labdi asks, will COVID-19 themed projects have more leverage? Unfortunately, they will not. It's just because we want to make this more about a learning experience rather than a themed hackathon. So if you do make a COVID-19 project, that'd actually be really cool, right? I mean, just in general, but it's not going to be, you know, more heavy in terms of judging. Urut said, how do you guys judge the projects? Oh, sorry, I'm reading another question. Uruj, basically, we have 5 judges, and these judges will judge based on certain categories. They will judge your code, they will judge your presentation, and the overall idea of your project. The categories, I believe, are up on Devpost, but you don't need to worry about that. You just enter for the category that you want to go into, and we'll judge your project based on a bunch of different factors. Noise, you asked, can you send the categories on email? They are on the website, and you will be submitting through a GitHub repo. So in a text file, you'll just say, you know, this is a category that I'm applying for. Simon asks, can we post a presentational video instead of in the repo? Yeah, so you can include a video in the README. There's also, you're actually required to send a link in Devpost. So when you submit, you need a link to the video to submit, basically. Rishi said, can you use object detection code? Oh, all right. See you, Joe. Good luck. Congratulations, man. Guys, Joe's having a baby. Well, he's adopting a baby. Well, you know.
All right, see you.
All right. So people are asking if we can use object detection code or pre-made engines. No, you do not have to, or sorry, yes, you can. Someone says, do we have to code everything ourselves? You don't have to code everything yourself. You can use engines, you can use APIs. What we discourage is basically stringing together like a bunch of APIs and not having any original code. That is part of the judging. If you have original code, you do have more leverage. If you make a game engine from scratch, that's really cool. But if you do it like in 3 days, it's probably not going to be the best game engine. So that's where you can use Unity, right? Because your focus is more making a game. You have to find that balance between stringing together pre-made stuff and APIs and making your own sort of thing. All right, see ya. Someone said bye. Not to everyone, but someone said bye. All right, Rhythm, if you're having trouble getting into the Discord, we'll help you out. You can email us. Sorry, I just clicked on the thing. Oh. Sanat asks, can we use game engines other than Unity? Yeah, dude, you can use anything you want. Literally anything you want. That's completely on you. We don't have any restrictions on what you can and can't use. We just ask that you have some sort of original code instead of just like stringing together stuff. You know, obviously, don't plagiarize and don't just copy paste stuff. But check the chat again. All right. Are we good? Do we need to create an account in Discord? Yes. Anshuman, you do need a Discord account. You need to go in there and, you know, that's where all the announcements and stuff will take place. Aditya asks, where can we learn about how GitHub and Devpost work? Good question. You can learn how GitHub works at one of our workshops, which we'll be releasing soon. Check out on our website. There is a GitHub workshop, so go ahead and go through that, and you'll learn how GitHub works. Devpost is really simple. You literally just go to the hackathon, and you can just like, there's just a button that says submit. I'm pretty sure submissions are open right now. I'm not sure if you want to submit right now, but Devpost is, you literally just send, like you put in links in a form and you go ahead and submit. Uru said, can I use fuse.com? Yeah, you can use fuse.com. We recommend that if you get guided through a project, maybe you like do something new or cool, or you like add something to it. Maybe just like don't like copy paste that project because it's something that's already made. If it's telling you to like make a calculator, maybe make it scientific. Maybe make like a graphing calculator instead of just a calculator. Harshit asked, he said, I don't have any experience in coding. Can you please recommend some projects? So Harshit, you can come to some of our workshops and you can sort of get an idea of what you can do. Other than that, I really, really, really encourage everyone going into Discord, into the idea pitch channel, and sort of just giving ideas that they have. Harshit, this way you can join another team. If you're not that experienced, you can have some people to guide you. If you want to go alone, there's a lot of stuff to do. And you can honestly just think of what you like to do, like what your interests are. If you like making games, you can do that. If you, I don't know, if you're like a math kind of guy, you want to learn how to make a calculator, that's completely fine too. If you want to recreate something like Facebook or Twitter or something like that, that's absolutely fine. If you make it your own and if you do something unique with it, that is, what all of this was made from. Like Twitter started off of this and Instagram started off of something else. So Aditya asked, what basis will the projects be judged on? So there's 5 categories. You apply to one of the categories, and then the projects will be judged on your code, your presentation, and a bunch of other sort of just like technical things in your code, as well as the idea and feasibility of your project. So basically, if you make something that's like already been made before and you don't do anything different to it, it's not exactly like you don't have the most leverage. But again, if you make something that's been made before and you do something new to it, or even if it's, if it's something, I don't know, if you make like a really cool graphing calculator, like if you make like Desmos level stuff, that's really cool. That's been made before, but it's still really cool. It's not just like something very simple or basic where you just copy the tutorial. So Harita said, if we were to make a project with a backend, would you prefer it to be hosted live? Personally, yeah. Like I'd like to see it live. That'd be really cool. If you can't for some reason, please still submit your code. We have judges who know the technicality of your code and can understand if you had some sort of weird error and like what the value of your project still is. If it doesn't work, that's fine. If it does work, I really recommend like starting up a video recording software and like, recording it while it does work, because we all know what happens. Like sometimes, it'll work and then you change like one line of code and then everything crashes. So just submit anyways and we'll check it out. Yeah, Heroku would be fine. Heroku would be good. It's a great free platform. Narez, I'm not sure what you mean what to do. All of the instructions are sort of up on the website, and these slides will also be up. This entire presentation will be up. So Ruth said, where would you get the materials? I'm not sure what you mean by materials. Yeah, so the workshops won't be any like physical things. What you'll need to do at most is like download Python or like use it, which doesn't even require any downloads. So Yaritza, you are right. Yep, follow the greet the judges, 2-minute video, read me and source code. Yep, that's it. Your video can also be, it can be like 3 to 5 minutes. If it goes a bit over, that's completely fine. All right. Oh, there's a Q&A. What happened to that? Oh, someone asked if this is only for Schaumburg Library or everyone in the US. This was a while ago. It's for everyone. This is, whoever joined can all right. Oh, Abby asked, you mentioned Rally. What's the link? Oh, I'm glad you're interested. The link for Rally is rally2.us. Again, this is a really, really cool thing that they're doing. I really recommend that everyone signs up for this. Again, it's basically HackTheLib, or like a normal hackathon on a very big scale. So we can join using the hackathon link. I'm not sure what you mean. But anyway, so Rally is basically like there's 3 sessions, and the first one you meet people and you sort of make connections. The second one you learn, and it's just workshops, and obviously workshops are recorded, so you guys can like come back to them if you can't make it. And the third session is the actual like hackathon. So that's where you like apply what you learned. So please go to rally2.us and check them out. They're really, really cool. Oh. All right, sorry, I got a Discord. Someone actually messaged on the Discord, which is good. Please start using it. Also, for whoever is here, please put an introduction in the introductions channel on the Discord, and make sure you describe yourself, any previous programming knowledge you have, any hobbies that you have, just anything that people can find in common between you guys, where you're from, all that sort of stuff. All right. Abby, sorry, I didn't see your question earlier, but yeah, that's the link. It's rally2.us or rally to us. People are also raising their hands. I'm not sure who it is. If you guys have questions, please keep typing them. All right, are we good to go? Is there any other questions? When do we end? Hassan, we will end at, yeah, there we go. It's in the chat. Friday, 12 p.m. CST, July 10th at noon CST. So we will have a small closing ceremony, and then you will have to have your project submitted by then. So that's the hard deadline. 12 p.m. CST is when you submit. Haritza says, if your project is live, do we include the link in the README? Yeah, so Haritza, you can include it in the README, and there's actually a section on Devpost where you can drop the link to. You can do both. It's fine with us, as long as we find the link somewhere. Yash asked, how do we submit our projects? Yash, you submit through Devpost. If you haven't signed up already, it's hackthelib.devpost.com. I'm putting it in the chat. That's where you sign up on Devpost, and you will be submitting through Devpost. The requirements are on there, so I suggest you look through them and make sure that you have all the stuff that you need. Aruj says, will all people be recognized for their projects? Yeah, so Aruj, we will have everyone's projects, whoever submits, we will have them like up on display, but only the winners' videos will sort of be displayed on the website. Everyone else's videos will just be like in a separate folder where anyone can still access them. Yeah, Sanat said, when will those be out? They will be out next Monday by the end of the day. So it really depends on our judges. We have our judges will be working very hard throughout the weekend to judge all of your projects. And once they do, by the end of the day, you'll receive a personal email if you have one. And you can also just keep checking their website, and they'll be on there. Also, for people who joined late, or for people who don't know what's going on or anything like that, we will be posting a like tips to get started sort of document on the website. Please check it out. If you guys have friends, if you guys have teammates that couldn't join, please direct them to the website, and we will have a sort of document that helps you get all the important links, and something that you guys can check out if you join late or if you don't know what's going on. I'm actually texting someone that right now. Check the chat. Rishi asked, what section do we look for teammates? Rishi, on the Discord, there's a channel that should be like, find a team or something like that. And in there, you can post your details, what you're looking for, how many people you're looking for, and that's how you can find a team. If not, you can find a team through Devpost as well. So Devpost has like a list of all the people that are attending. If you want to like message them and be like, yo, I like what you're doing, you're from where I'm from, so do you want to make a team? And you can do it that way. Everyone, please check the Looking for Teammates channel. If you guys if you guys are missing one on a team, if you guys have 3 and you want 4, you can find people there. And if you guys need someone, or if you want to join a team, you can go there too. Rude said, do we have to let you know who our partners are? Yeah, so in the README, you will have to specify your team members' names. I think Devpost will also have a system where you have to like tag your teammates when you submit, so we'll know who you're teaming up with. Rhythm says, I'm stuck. Rhythm, are you stuck on the Discord? Can you not get in? A README, Aditya, I think you'll learn what a README is through the GitHub workshop. But a README is basically just a file in a GitHub repo where you have to read it. That's the point of the README. And the README for your project for this hackathon will have a bunch of things. So it'll have instructions for how to run your project or whatever you're doing. It'll have a link to your video. It'll have a reading note to the judges and your teammates' names. Rhythma, you can email us, and I think we'll have to work with you separate just because like I'm not sure what's going on with your Discord. So if you can email us at team@hackthelib.com, we can set something up. We can even do like a Google Hangouts or something like that, and then you can like share your screen and we can figure out what's happening if need be. Yep.
I think we're good now.
All right. Do we have any more questions? Rishi's hand is like raised. I'm not sure if Rishi still has a question. Ayush, you still can't join the Discord? Okay, let me send an updated link. Not sure why it wouldn't work, but all right. You guys can try this. If this still doesn't work, you guys can email us, check the link on our website. All right, here's introductions. Dude, introductions is good. It's good stuff. Also, please, guys, change your names on the Discord to like your first name, just so like it's easier for us. So, all right, Ayush is in. Ayush, please introduce yourself and make sure you change your name if your name is like something else. If you have like another nickname. All right. Anyways, I'm not sure what you mean. Will you send emails on GitHub? I have no idea what you mean. GitHub is if you haven't used it before, it's a version control platform. Basically, it's like where you can keep your project on the cloud. So you have folders and stuff, and you have all your files on the cloud, and you can basically access old versions of your projects. So you keep saving, essentially, and you keep saving to the cloud. And all right, Ruud said, what we'll do an everyday meeting. So we won't really have meetings every day. We'll have an opening ceremony, a closing ceremony, and we'll have workshops. If you need something from us or if you need our help, we will be available on Discord. But other than that, it's basically just up to you guys. If we're having trouble for a project, where are you supposed to get help? Okay, yeah, so if you're having trouble with your project, that's what the Discord is for. So we do have a help channel, and we also have discussion as much as we can. And if you need like some sort of screen share or stuff like that, then Discord has that functionality where we can get on a call with you and then we can share a screen and we can help you out. So again, we really encourage that you guys use that. Please use the Discord and please ask us for help if you need it. Again, that is after a thorough Google search. Make sure you've exhausted like your entire resource that is the internet. So if you have like small problems, you know what I mean? Like don't just like, they can definitely be solved on the internet, but if it's something that you really can't get over, we'll be here for you like 24/7. Or you asked if you send you pictures of our project. So basically you'll send us a video and you will also go through GitHub. So we'll get your code. If you're using Replit or something like that, then we'll get the Replit link and we'll get a video. So you'll sort of just be presenting your project and telling us what it does. Yep, that's right. Like Ryan said in the chat. Is there a full detailed document that describes the rules and guidelines? All right, so Anshuman asked, is there a document? Yep, it's on our website, like Ryan said. Ayush, you can go on the Discord channel and you can go into find a team, and that is where you will be able to find a team here. If you guys can see my screen, let's find a group. So Aditya and whoever Master Dragon is, please change your name. They're looking for teams, so you guys can team up. Sanat, yeah, so it is a demonstration video. You will sort of be presenting your project like it's a product. No code or anything like that. If it does function, we would like to see that functionality. I mean, I guess completely functional project is not exactly possible in 3 days. If you don't have the entire thing done, if there's still things that don't work, that's part of a hackathon. You're not going to have a perfect project, but just show us what you have so far, what it does, and stuff like that. Aruj asked, it has something to do with coding. Yeah, if you're doing hardware stuff, that's cool, but we do recommend that there's an element of computer programming or coding in it. That's sort of what the hackathon's all about. There's no instructions for projects, nowadays, so you can do whatever you want. There's no specific instructions. There are like submission rules, like you have to submit a video and you have to make sure it's on GitHub, but you can make anything you want, really, using anything you want. Any language, any program, any game engine, anything. Yeah, he said, no, you cannot. And that's only because we just sort of still wanted to make it feel like an event. So if we were, if we just released all the workshops ahead of time, then you could just sort of like, like find stuff on the internet. Like there'd be no point of coming to the hackathon. So they will be released at their respective times, so you can go throughout the days. What you can do is obviously there's like, the titles workshops and stuff like that, so you can do like some research to the ones that you will be doing, so you can find those, and then you can come to our workshop and then ask us specific questions about whatever it is, like Python or like it's like a website workshop or something like that. So how many projects can we create? I mean, so I think Rishi asked if you can do one individual and one team. That's pretty much like the soft limit. I'm not sure if you can make like 30 different things and submit them, I guess go ahead. But we recommend that you focus your energy on one, maximum two projects, and really flesh those out, other than creating like 30 small things. So. Yep, like Rand said in the chat. All right. Yeah, I think we're going to wrap up now. If you have any other questions, you can email us at oh, sorry, this question's coming in. You can email us at team@hackthelib.com. The better way to contact us would be on the Discord in the help desk, or in general. If you ask questions in general, other people also might be able to answer them. So just use Discord. I'm going to answer these last two questions. Can the project be serverless? Yeah, if you want, the project can be serverless. Yeah, all the guidelines are on on Devpost. Yeah, so Anshuman, they are on Devpost, and they're also on our website. Aruj, no, calling the Schaumburg Library wouldn't really do you any good. We are affiliated with them. However, they're not like, they don't really know anything about the hackathon like that. So please contact us. Rhythma, you said you do not have Devpost. It's really simple. Just go ahead and sign up for an account. It'll take like 2 seconds. If you don't have Discord, please email us at team@hackthelib.com and we'll get you set up. Does that sound good? I think that's the last one, and we're gonna wrap up. All right, cool. All right, that should be everything. If you guys have more questions, go ahead and ask in help desk or general, and we will answer them as quickly and as best as we can. That's what those channels are for. Also spread the word. This is a 3-day hackathon, but people can join, like 2 days in or something like that. So get as many people as you can. If you want a team and you can't find one in our hackathon, call your friend, be like, yo, can you join like tomorrow? Let's start working on a project. That's really cool with us. So, all right. Yep, a lot of cool stuff planned, a lot of good resources for you guys. Thank you so much. We will see you throughout all these times. We'll be, running Q&A sessions, discussion sessions, and really hope to see you guys at all of our talks and workshops and stuff like that. Thank you so much. Thanks, Lovely.